Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a great day because it is a hot one here in Arizona. So today is something a little bit different. Today is another welding project, and today I'm going to be welding on my trailer that I haul my Pioneer in. So let me show you what we're going to do, and let me know in the comments below if I'm just a nut job or if it's something pretty smart. I don't know, but I'm going to do it anyways. So right here is my motorhome tire, and I have it propped up here. This is the spare tire for my motorhome. The problem I have with it is that it's 140 pounds. And I am tired of moving it in and out of the trailer all the time. So we're gonna go ahead and make a mount on the front of my trailer. Now, for those of you wondering, why am I putting it on the tongue? Well, there's a couple of reasons. One, if I put it on the side, it sticks out too far. And I don't want to clip anything. Number two is I want to use the tongue to support a majority of the weight. Like I said, it's 140 pounds. And then number three is when I towed the Pioneer with a Durango, I always need some more tongue weight, so I'm always pulling the Pioneer really far forward. I prefer to have the Pioneer sitting over the axles just to put the weight there. So let me show you what we're gonna do. So as you can see, here's the center of the tire. Now it's not completely straight, so I kind of need to twist it a little bit. I'm gonna have this lug come down, this one go up. I have a piece of old C-channel right here. I'm gonna measure between the two cross rails, slide the C-channel in right here, drill the holes for the spare tire, and then put some bolts through. The bolts you're asking, I actually went down and got the Ford F53 lug nuts and studs to put in here. So for some reason, if I ever lose a lug nut or something, I have a spare one on here. I can always take it off. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started because it's getting hotter. And like I said, this thing's not light. So the first thing we need to do is measure the inside dimensions here. And I am right at 25 inches. So I'm going to cut that piece and we will slide it on in. So now that I got this piece cut, I just did a real quick bevel on the edges. We're gonna go ahead and grab the welder. I'm just gonna tack it in so it doesn't move. From there, I'm gonna mark the holes for the spare tire, and then we're going to go ahead and drill them out. From there, we'll go ahead and cut the tacks off. We're going to press in the studs, and then I'm going to just tack weld them in the back so that they don't move at all. And then we're going to clean this up with the wire wheel and do a final weld. So let's go ahead and get this tacked up. All right, so it's nice and tacked up. I was running real cold on this side, so I had to turn the voltage up. So now let's get the spare tire up here to mark the holes. Okay, so I went ahead, I marked the holes, as you can see in there. I'm gonna go ahead, remove the tire, now drill the holes out, so we can get the studs pressed in, and then final welded in. So now that the holes are drilled, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the tacks off. I'm gonna bolt the cross piece up to the rim on the tire. I'll get it nice and snug. I'm gonna go ahead and put a tack on the back of the studs behind here. All right, so this piece is done. I have the studs in, but I pressed them in, I didn't weld them in, and let me show you. So if you look here, it goes in nice and even. What I did was I took some 1/4-inch plate, I just ran some beads, I didn't even clean it up because it's not going anywhere. The stud is pressed in. I just use the lug nut to pull it through, and it'll hold that there. So now this will get cleaned up. We're gonna put it back on over there. So I've gone ahead, I got the tire up. As you can see, it's mounted. This piece is still not in. It's not welded in, it's just set in there. So you can see a piece of angle iron holding the bottom in. But it looks good, looks centered. Well, and there you have it. I just need to let it cool down so I can paint it. Remember, when you're welding, structural is up. So always weld up. Fabrication is down, structural is up. You see my heat penetration went to here. I didn't like the first weld, so I did grind some of it off and I restarted. It's not going anywhere. It's going to hold a spare tire. So now, just let it cool down and I'll get it painted and the tire mounted up. All right, and there you have it. It's nice and painted. It looks good, it's dried. Before anyone points it out, I know it's crooked. It's lower here, it's higher there. You know, my lovely wife was kind enough to point it out, and it gives it character, but honestly, when I put the spare tire on here, you're never gonna know. So let's go ahead and get this thing mounted up, be done for the day, because it is hot. Okay, and there's the final product. 90% of the time, the trailer will carry the tire right here. I have a cover coming, so it won't rot in the sun. They're very expensive tires, they're commercial tires. Some may be asking why I don't have a lock on it, and while I can run a cable or chain through there, and there is an area to lock it behind the tire, but honestly, it's a 140-pound spare tire. You have to know what it goes to, but who knows? So let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you like it? Am I putting too much tongue weight? Am I not putting too much tongue weight? Like I said, I put the Pioneer in the back. I like to have the engine over the rear axles. Let me know what you think of it. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and until next time.